In this informative video, we explore the significance and functionality of sound recording shares for music labels and artists. Sound recording shares play a crucial role in the music industry, governing the distribution of royalties and ensuring fair compensation for the hard work of artists and labels. By understanding the mechanics of sound recording shares, music professionals can navigate the complex landscape of the industry more effectively. We'll delve into the key aspects of this important concept, including how it impacts the financial rewards for various stakeholders, the legal frameworks that govern these shares, and the practical implications for both established and up-and-coming artists. Whether you're a seasoned industry veteran or just starting your music journey, this video offers valuable insights that can help you make informed decisions and maximize the potential of your creative endeavors. Don't miss this opportunity to learn more about the intricate world of sound recording shares. Music marketing in the digital era, digitalization of the music industry has transformed the entire world.
This research will discuss how digitalization in the music industry has an impact on music marketing. This has a big impact on industry players in terms of music marketing and consumers in terms of enjoying music. Streaming services have become something that is very influential in the digital era that we know as digitalization. The music industry can no longer depend on physical products, and consumers are now more selective in enjoying music.
The method used in this research is a qualitative method with a phenomenological research strategy about what the research subjects experience, such as behavior, perception, motivation, action, and so on. This is done holistically and by means of descriptions in the form of words and language. The results of this research are that for consumers, it is easy to search for music. Industry players strongly support digitalization in the music industry because it makes it easier to market their music and helps protect their intellectual property by reducing piracy. The digitalization of the music industry has indeed revolutionized music marketing and consumption, with streaming services playing a pivotal role. The shift from physical products to digital platforms has transformed how consumers access and enjoy music. Additionally, industry players have embraced digitalization as it facilitates easier music marketing and helps protect intellectual property.
When selling their songs on digital platforms, it is important to have an ISRC, or International Standard Recording Code, for each of your songs and a UPC, Universal Product Code, EN, Europe Article Number, and barcode for your release. These codes help identify and track your music across platforms, and for royalty collection purposes. Additionally, barcodes are often associated with physical releases of music, such as CDs or vinyl, but are not usually required for digital distribution.
To distribute music, create an account with a distributor, upload your cover art, music files, and metadata, select the streaming platforms you want your music available on, set your release date and pricing, and review and submit your information for distribution. Every music distribution company offers its unique features, pricing structures, and benefits. To choose the right service, consider factors such as your budget, promotional needs, and the impact of royalty-sharing models on your income. A legit music distribution company signs deals with record labels or artists, which then gives them the right to sell that music to shops. A distributor can only sell to shops that have an account with the distributor. Put simply, the distributing company acts as a middleman between the artist or record label and the store. Artist management, marketing, and records company provided a succinct and accurate overview of the music distribution process. Distributors play a crucial role in connecting artists and record labels with the various music platforms and stores. Essentially, they act as intermediaries to facilitate the sale and streaming of music. Metadata agreement and annual fees are required to be paid to record labels as legitimate distributors. When selling your songs on digital platforms, only record companies have an ISRC, or International Standard Recording Code, for each of your songs, as well as a UPC, Universal Product Code, EN, Europe Article Number, and barcode for your release. These codes help identify and track your music across platforms and for royalty collection purposes. Fellow music lovers, it is my pleasure to address you all today on a topic that is close to my heart: the importance of registering your compositions and songs with the International Songworks Code, or ISWC, and obtaining the necessary codes for your recordings. As we all know, music is an integral part of our lives. It has the power to uplift our spirits, bring people together, and even change the world. As musicians and songwriters, we pour our hearts and souls into creating beautiful melodies and meaningful lyrics. And it is only fitting that we take the necessary steps to protect our creations and ensure that they reach their full potential. One of the ways to do so is by registering your compositions and songs with the International Songworks Code. This code is a unique identification number assigned to each song, and it serves as a global standard for identifying musical works. By registering your songs with ISWC, you are essentially claiming ownership and giving your compositions the recognition they deserve. But that's not all. As a responsible recording company, we at Trendz Music Singapore Private Limited go one step further by ensuring that all our songs have the International Sound Recording Code, or ISRC. This code is crucial as it serves as a unique identifier for each recording, allowing it to be tracked and monitored across different platforms and countries. It also helps in royalty collection and ensures that the rightful owners get their due credit and compensation. Furthermore, our partnership with 150 digital platforms and 4 major telcos in Malaysia, Digi, Maxis, Celcom, and U-Mobile, enables our songs to reach a wider audience and gain more exposure. And to make it easier for our audience to access our music, we also obtain the International Sound Recording Code, Universal Product Code, Europe Articles Code, and Barcode for our digital releases. This code is like a barcode for music and is used to identify and track sales and streaming data. Sadly, many independent recording companies and producers do not have access to these codes as they are not members of the International Federation Phonographic Industry, or IFPI. This puts them at a disadvantage as their songs may not be recognized or tracked, hindering their potential for success and royalties. But here at Trendz Music Singapore Private Limited, we believe in giving our artists and their creations the best chance to shine. That is why we have taken the necessary steps to obtain these codes and protect their work. We want to ensure that our artists receive the recognition and compensation they deserve for their hard work and talent. In conclusion, I urge all musicians and songwriters to take the necessary steps to register your creations with the International Songworks Code and obtain the required codes for your recordings. And to all the independent recording companies and producers out there, I encourage you to join us in obtaining these codes and giving your artists the recognition they deserve. Together, we can make a positive impact on the music industry and ensure that all artists are treated fairly and their work is protected. About us, TuneWave by Trendz Music Singapore Private Limited. It's easy to find the right music for every moment, on your phone, your computer, your tablet, and more. There are millions of tracks and episodes on TuneWave by Trendz Music Singapore Private Limited. So whether you're behind the wheel, working out, partying, or relaxing, the right music or podcast is always at your fingertips. Choose what you want to listen to, or let TuneWave distribute for you. You can free worry. Let us handle your digital music through platform, create fans base, and just sit back. Soundtrack your life with TuneWave. Distribute your music with an annual fee of $300 unlimited. Either purchase individual coding costs $95. All payment except major credit cards/debit cards or pay now directly in our website. Trendz Music Singapore Private Limited. TuneWave as your digital music distribution provider service with legit document agreement of metadata, music publisher agreement. It will help you been protected, monitoring, content involving licensing during distribution, monthly statements clearly generated. As recording company and music publisher in 150 digital music distribution and 4 major telco in Malaysia. We are different with independent digital music distribution such as CD Baby, Believe Music, DistroKids, etc. Customer service and support. Help site. Check out our help site for answers to your questions and to learn how to get the most out of TuneWave and your music. Community. Get fast and protected support from expert. If there isn't already an answer there to your question, post it and someone will quickly answer. You can also suggest and vote on new ideas for TuneWave or simply discuss music with other fans. Contact us. Contact our customer support if you don't find a solution on our support site or community. Recording data and rights. The DDEC standards that enable music licensing companies to communicate with each other, and for communication between record companies, performers or their representatives are called the Recording Data and Rights Message Suite Standards, or RDR. The text of the Recording Data and Rights Message Suite. Standards with detailed explanations and advice about how to go about an implementation is available on the knowledge base. The collective term, music licensing companies, is applied to collective management organizations that represent rights for sound recordings and/or for performers, such as Sound Exchange in the US, PPL in the UK, or SCPP in France. The exchange of data between music licensing companies is necessary to meet the requirements of bilateral agreements between the music licensing companies that administer the rights of producers and performers across multiple territories. The exchange of data between music licensing companies and record companies, performers or their representatives, is needed to provide repertoire information to the music licensing companies, and for them to send revenue information back to reflect royalties being paid to the record companies and performers. In both cases, this includes data about sound recordings, music videos, and related sales data used within rights administration. The following processes are or will be supported by the DDEX RDR Message Suite standards. Record companies send information about sound recordings to a music licensing company using the Recording Data and Rights Notification Standard, RDRN. Music licensing companies share repertoire information between each other, also using the RDRN. A standard will be added to the suite of standards that enables music licensing companies to exchange sales and revenue data between each other, which will be called the Recording Data and Rights Revenue Reporting Standard, RDRR. Similarly, the RDRR standard, once published, will enable music licensing companies to send revenue information to the owners of the sound recordings, that is, the labels, and the choreographies, whereby RDRN and RDRR messages are exchanged between companies, will be published as the Recording Data and Rights Choreography Standard, RDRC, although a choreography already exists in the music licensing company's Message Suite and Choreography Standard, version 1.4.